Hello, my name is Audrey Shoemaker, and I am one of the librarians at Walters State Community College. Hello, my name is Audrey Shoemaker, and I am one of the librarians at Walters State Community College. Your instructor has asked me to give you a brief introduction to the peer review process, which is the way that professionals in lots of fields, the sciences, the social sciences, the humanities, communicate the results of their work. Watching this video and applying it to your research will help you to understand the kinds of sources your professors want you to use in your projects. If you've ever had a professor ask you to use a scholarly source, an academic source, or a peer-reviewed source, they're all asking you essentially for the same thing, an article published in a scholarly publication. Generally, this means an article published in an academic journal. These are publications produced usually at universities or research centers. They're published on monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly, or yearly schedules, and they're the main method by which scholars and researchers communicate the results of their studies. In the humanities, you might find an in-depth analysis of a character in one of Tennessee Williams's plays. In the social sciences, like in sociology, you might find a study of how road conditions affect community building efforts in urban areas. In the sciences, like in biology or medicine or agriculture, you might find an article that discusses the effect of a particular drug on chronic vein inflammation, or an article comparing chemical treatments applied to corn seed in field trials. Ultimately, these publications are the most respected publications in their field because they go through a rigorous process called the peer review process before publication. The process looks like this. A researcher, right here, this is frequently a faculty member at a university or college, conducts a study and writes the article. They include references to previous studies of the same type, and depending on the publication, they communicate the results of their own work in a very specific format. They send their article off to journals in their field, and those journals in turn send the article out for peer review by other experts on the same topic. Those experts will then critique the study, the writing, and its contribution to the field. Did the author conduct a well-designed study? Did they answer questions posed by previous studies? Do they communicate their results in a way that manages bias? Do they ask further questions and indicate directions for future research? If the peer reviewers don't like what they see, the journal rejects the article and the author goes back to the drawing board. That can happen multiple times for multiple years. It takes a long time to get through this process. If the peer reviewers do like what they see, the journal then publishes the author's work, and that means that the author gets credit for a publication. This is important work for faculty members. It's how they achieve tenure, they protect their jobs this way, and this is how they contribute to their field. This is how they communicate with other researchers that do the same work that they do. Not publishing in major journals can actually have serious effects on a scholar's career. They can get fired, they can be told that they have one more year to publish, a whole bunch of things can happen, so they take it very seriously. The most important part of this process for you is to understand that these are highly respected publications. If your instructor has asked you to use one, make sure that what you're looking at is a scholarly article from a peer-reviewed source. If you're not sure, check for things like place of publication. Was it published at a university, a research center, or maybe a hospital? Does it give the names and degrees and career information of its authors? Does it include an abstract which summarizes the findings? And are there lots of references in the back that point to the work of other scholars? If you're still confused, contact your librarian. He or she is well versed in identifying and locating scholarly publications for your use. Good luck and happy source hunting!